Hey, how's it going, guys? Mr. Boss for the win here, and in today's GTA 5 video, we're going to be talking about the unreleased DLC cars and vehicles that have arrived with the San Andreas Mercenaries update here in Grand Theft Auto Online. So let's begin with an aircraft that's going to arrive on Warstock Cash and Carry, and that is the Buckingham Weaponized Canada helicopter. Now, I really am surprised that Rockstar decided to drip feed this vehicle, considering we saw so much of it in the screenshots and in the trailer. Either way, what we know from this is it's going to be a brand new version of the Canada and not necessarily one that you just upgrade at like your hangar or something like that. And you can see by the arsenal of weapons on here, this thing has some serious firepower. And one thing you'll also notice as well is that you've actually have the number of seats reduced by half. It's now only a two-seater. So I guess that's half the balance you have to choose, whether you want to carry 3 other people or just 1 other person, but add all the weaponized elements to it. And it's not going to be inexpensive either, as the weaponized Canada is the second priciest aircraft in this update, coming in at $3,385,000. So start saving up now for whenever Rockstar releases this. It's one of the most expensive vehicles in this update. Moving on, our next vehicle is the Albany Brigham Muscle Car. So this is going to be a 4-door vehicle, and honestly, I believe this is probably going to be our Halloween car. This is extremely reminiscent of the iconic vehicle from Ghostbusters, so it wouldn't be surprising at all if Rockstar saved this for around October 31st. It also has a very unique sounding horn, which I'll let you guys take a listen to right now. I don't know why Rockstar decided to do this, but it has one of the craziest sounding horns in the game. And if you're curious about the price of the Brigham, it's going to be moderately priced at $1,499,000. So basically $1.5 million for this iconic Ghostbusters vehicle. Not too bad, if I do say so myself. Let's stay with the vehicles that are going to appear on Southern San Andreas Super Autos, and the next one is a sports car, the Bravado Hot Ring Hellfire. So we're getting another NASCAR sort of inspired vehicle here, and this one looks pretty awesome, especially given what we've seen in the screenshots and the trailer, and now, of course, what we know of it in-game. So this is going to be on the Southern San Andreas Super Auto site. It's going to be a sports car, and it's not going to be too terribly overpriced either. When it arrives in the game, its price is going to be $1,810,000. So probably by the time it's all said and done, you're looking at about $2 million with all of its upgrades and whatnot, but still not terrible, especially considering it is this hot ring variant, and we know Rockstar likes to price things out that are pretty rare and unique. So those are our vehicles on Southern San Andreas Super Autos. Now let's move over to our 2 vehicles on the Legendary Motorsports site. And we'll start with a new electric vehicle, and that is the Bravado Buffalo EVX muscle car. It's also all-wheel drive, and it's going to be a fully electric vehicle, which is just super cool. We don't have a lot of those in-game right now, and Rockstar love adding these concept vehicles to the game. Now, you're certainly going to pay a pretty penny for it, as Rockstar No fans will be interested in this one. It has a price of $2,140,000. So again, by the time it's all said and done, this one's going to be pretty expensive. Of all the drip feed cars, it is certainly the most expensive, but you can understand why. It's a fully electric vehicle. It's based off a concept car, so fans are obviously going to be very interested in that. Now, our last vehicle on Legendary Motorsports is actually a new manufacturer, which is really cool. A car company we've never seen in the GTA series, and that is the Panade La Coreuse. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that correctly. It is also a sports car, and if you are unaware, this looks like it is a parody of Renault, which is a French sports car manufacturer. So this is pretty cool anytime we get a new brand like this in the game. This is something Rockstar have done a lot recently. You can speculate that it might be for their next Grand Theft Auto title as well, while they're starting to introduce all these different car brands. But this one definitely looks funky. It looks pretty cool. And Rockstar knows that fans are going to be interested in this one, and they've priced it accordingly, as its buy it now price is going to be $1,990,000. So basically $2 million. I don't know why Rockstar just don't round up there, but it is going to be a $2 million sports car. Now, our last two vehicles that Rockstar have added in this update are certainly an interesting pair of ones. It's actually new bicycles. They look like electric bikes or e-bikes. So there's actually a normal variant, and then there is a junk energy variant. And according to the in-game files, these are going to be available for not too terribly expensive. They're only $50,000. So not bad at all. At least Rockstar didn't price these bikes at like a stupid, exorbitant rate. But yeah, there is going to be new daily bike time trials. That's going to be a huge part of this update. So it looks like Rockstar will finally allow us to have some electric bikes, and the bike website is finally getting updated. There hasn't been a vehicle on there, I don't think, ever. So we're finally going to have to load up the Pedal and Metal website, which I don't know how many of you guys have ever visited that. It is a thing, but there will be new bicycles on that site soon. So all in all, not a ton of drip feed vehicles in this update. There's only 7 total cars. At least Rockstar has put a lot of diversity in them, with sports cars, muscle cars, bikes, a new weaponized helicopter. The only thing sort of missing here is it doesn't feel like there's a new supercar of the bunch, which is kind of interesting. But it looks like we're going to have ourselves a nice little Halloween update as well. There seems to be a lot of fun surprises packed in here. Now, these drip feed vehicles come alongside really 8 new cars and aircrafts that they introduced in this update. Starting on the Southern San Andreas Super Auto site, you've got the Vapid Click Wagon for $1,205,000. You've also got the Mayabatsu Monstrosity for $1,485,000, although it's free as a part of the Vinewood Car Club. The Vapid Rattel for $1,873,000, and then the Class A Walton L35 for $1,670,000. Then after that, on the Legendary Motorsports site, only one new vehicle, the Gratiatali GTO Stinger TT for $2,380,000. And then on Warstock Cash and Carry, 2 new vehicles, the F16 Raiju, which is really expensive, $6,855,000, although it does have a trade price, which I would highly recommend. And then the Streamer 216 for $2,238,000. So those are all the vehicles that Rockstar have introduced, and then obviously the update to the Avenger, although that isn't even really a new update. You can just put new stuff in it and on it. And Rockstar also added a new Speedo custom variant. It's called the Speedo 5 in the files, but it's exactly identical to the one featured in the nightclub. So I don't know what that's for. It might be for some of the story mode missions that we'll get into in a little bit. And Rockstar have also done a lot of other things with the vehicles, giving away a lot of them for free as a part of the career progress, something we'll talk about in a little bit, but also removing a ton of them. We will also get into that later in the day. But for now, those are the drip feed cars and vehicles that are going to be coming over the next couple of weeks and months, depending on how long Rockstar stretched this out. But let me know what you think. Which one are you looking forward to the most? I'd love to hear from you guys in those comments down below. If you guys did go on to enjoy this video, though, a like rating would of course be awesome. And be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new. You want to stay up to date on all that is GTA and all the Rockstar Games videos that I'll be doing here on my channel. And be sure to ring that notification bell as well. Sometimes YouTube just doesn't work, and if you ring that bell, you'll always be guaranteed to be notified when new videos arrive. But of course, as always, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.